Welcome to another Rolled in Reacts episode. Customer states, car feels like it's very wobbly. And the owner of this truck came in for some new tires after he had brushed against the curb for a bit too long while trying to pocket park. And this engine apparently makes its own ice cream. Customer states, I have a bad vibration. This customer had installed a lowering kit, all by themselves. Yum. And God only knows when this car had its last oil change. And this customer came in because they heard a pop while driving on the highway. And this car came in after the owner had hit a pothole going a bit too fast. And this car came in for a seasonal wheel swap when the mechanic found this. This customer came in complaining about a ticking sound. Nice. Choo choo! And this customer came in saying that they had a clunking sound, but they fixed it themselves. This customer came in saying that they had been driving on the highway when they heard a loud bang, and then the car started leaning heavily to the left. Customer states, brake light is on and I have a terrible noise when driving. This car came in with some electrical problems after a bad rainstorm. Customer states, I hear a clunking noise. And this BMW E30 came in for some new front shocks. And this customer came in with their Hitachi excavator because they had a weird turbo noise. This car came in with a very interesting coolant leak. And this Chevy Vortec engine had a bit of a coolant leak. The mechanic said that it was caused by a leak in intake gasket. Customer states, the AC sounds like it wants to be a diesel. And this mechanic was just trying to figure out where the four-wheel drive was hiding on this truck. This customer came in saying that their car feels really jerky. And these well-used brake pads came off of a 2016 Kia Soul. Customer states, repaired washer hoses myself, but I still have a leak. The owner of this car had done some wiring work all by themselves, but had some trouble getting the trim back together. And this customer came in complaining about a clunking sound that they only get when driving on unmarked roads. The owner of this car came in complaining about a rattling noise from the engine. Customer states, my tire keeps leaking, please advise. And this Hyundai came in for its first oil change in 3 years. This Mazda 6 came in with a seized engine just 3 days after the owner had changed the oil by himself. This Toyota Avalon came in for a post-purchase inspection, and this is what the mechanic found. And this mechanic just wanted to check a fuse in the Citroën. This almost brand new Toyota Prius had to come in because the owner heard a clunking sound when driving. This Mazda CX-30 came in with a list of issues after the owner's friend had done some work on it for cheap. And this cool looking truck build has a Toyota 4Runner powertrain and interior in it. This car came in for a post-purchase inspection, and this is what the technician found. And this customer had to come back to the shop after having said, "I know someone who can do it for less, thanks." And I don't think this is what they mean when they say finger tight. This car got towed in because it had starting issues after the owner had replaced the battery all by themselves. Customer states, "I have a hard time getting the car to stop." Customer states, "Engine sounds louder than normal, please advise." And this is how you start your wipers from outside the cab. This car drove in like this, and it looks like it needs quite a lot of brake work. Customer states, "My car sounds like a truck, please advise." This customer came in saying that they had hit something when driving on the highway. But where is it? Oh. This customer hit a speed bump, then heard a loud clunk, then the car started sounding like a tractor. This car came in because the owner complained about a ticking noise. And this customer came in with a clunking noise after having had some work done at another shop. And this car needs some new bearings ASAP. And this customer came in saying that their air vent thinks it's a turbine. This 2022 Honda CR-V had just been in for some repairs, but accidentally caught on fire a few hours later due to a bad wire in the heated seat. You probably think this is some fancy sport car, right? Well, actually... And this truck came in with some brake issues after the owner had been on a trip to the mountains. Customer states, "My AC sounds like it's making me smoothies. Please advise." Customer changed their own belts, but now says that their car sounds like a pigeon. This customer came in saying that their car had starting issues and that they couldn't tell how much gas they had left in the tank. This customer came in complaining about strange noises coming from their wheels. This mechanic was doing some wiring work on this G-Class Mercedes when he found a little souvenir. A pretty well-aged avocado. And this is what happens when your turbo blows up. This car came in because the owner heard a weird noise when driving after their friend had borrowed their car for a weekend. And this car came in because it had a bit of an oil leak. And this truck came in because of starting issues and a misfire. Turns out that the spark plugs hadn't been changed in over 240,000 miles. This truck came in because the owner requested an oil change in their differential. Seems like they need a bit more work than just that. And this mechanic was just trying to do a wiring job. This customer came in with their Hyundai saying they had quite the engine noise, and this is what the mechanic found. Customer states, feels like something's wrong with the suspension, please advise. This truck came in because of poor acceleration after the customer had changed their own air filter. Apparently, they forgot to put in a new one. This mechanic had just put the car on the lift when he heard a meowing sound. Thankfully, the cat was just fine and ended up making the shop its new home. Customer states, my car sounds like two elephants making love, please advise. Customer states, rattling sound from drivetrain, please advise. This customer came in because they had starting issues and issues with their power steering. Customer states, my car sounds like a machine gun. Turns out they had a pretty clogged up exhaust. And this customer had decided to save some money and did the brakes all by themselves. Customer states, weird transmission noises when putting it in drive. This 2014 Ram 2500 came in because the customer complained about a clunking noise. Turns out it was because of a cracked transmission bell housing. Looks good. Yep, looks good. This Hyundai came in because it suddenly stopped moving while the owner was driving on the highway. And this truck last had an oil change 42,000 miles ago. This customer wanted a new interior look for his car, so he painted the seats all by himself. And this car came in like this after the owner had done some work on it all by themselves. Customer states, car wobbles at higher speeds, please advise.
It ain't got no gas in it.
This vehicle came in because the owner thought he had a brake problem. This Toyota Land Cruiser came in because the four-wheel drive didn't work and it simply wouldn't move forward or backwards. This vehicle came in because the owner complained about a noise from the wheels. This Subaru came in because the trunk just didn't want to stay closed, despite getting a new lock installed at another shop. Let us know in the comments below what you think is actually causing this. And this customer came in saying, my turbo doesn't go anymore. Can you check it out? This customer came in saying that their car feels slower than normal. I know what's wrong with it. And this customer came in complaining about a rattling noise. Customer states, car runs really badly and sounds weird. This car came in with some pretty loose lug nuts. This car came in because it had some starting issues. Sparky Sparky! This customer rolled in because of an oil leak after having been at a quick lube shop. The owner of this car came in complaining about their car vibrating too much when driving on the freeway. Customer states, I think I hit something on the road. This mechanic thought he was just doing an oil change, but when he opened the hood, he noticed that the radiator was cracked. Apparently, the previous owner had done all the previous work on the car himself. Even though this looks like a gimmick, it's actually a level to help beam the headlights. This 2014 BMW came in after it had some work done at a different shop, but the owner said that it's now leaking a mix of oil and water and won't stop overheating. And this car came in because the owner complained about a pretty wobbly steering wheel. And the owner of this car kept hearing water sounds when driving. This car came in because the owner heard a rattling sound when driving. Customer states, lots of clunking sounds when turning. And this car's windshield was apparently held on by Vaseline. And this truck came in with a bit of a wobbling issue. Customer states, winding noises from engine and car has trouble starting lately. And this customer had jump started their car, but done it backwards. And this customer came in with a leaking tire after having hit a pothole doing 40 miles an hour. Customer states, metallic clunking sounds when driving over bumps and car handles weird. Customer states, clunking noises when driving on the freeway. And this car came in after the customer had done some suspension work by themselves. And this 2021 Jeep Cherokee came in because it needed some body and paint work after the owner had tried pocket parking it in a parking garage. The owner of this truck had gone off-roading, but done it without diff breathers, and had to come in because their diff had started to make a grinding sound. This is what the mechanic found once he had the truck in the shop. This C-Class Mercedes had to come in because the trunk kept opening itself up. The mechanic found the issue to be caused by a bad wire harness. Apparently, the green and brown wires had been touching inside the harness, which had caused the trunk to open. And this is what happens when you let your wet floor mats bake in your car for too long. You get a little forest. And sometimes, you just gotta add a bit of extra weight to hit that torque spec. And this customer was afraid that their oil filter might fall off, so they made sure to tighten it extra hard. Customer states, starting issues. This car came in after the owner had tried replacing the brake pads by themselves. This 2014 Camaro SS came in because the owner complained about a ticking sound. Customer states, I don't hear nothing wrong with it, do you? And this car apparently came with its own portable swimming pool. This truck came in after the owner had heard a loud metallic noise while driving on the highway. This customer had done some work on his car, but had to come in because his wheels now wobble too much. And this engine mount has definitely seen some better days. Sounds great. The owner of this car came in really worried, saying that he thinks he might need a new engine. Turns out it was just a bad pulley that needed replacement. And this car rolled in a pretty crappy state. And sometimes, even the mechanics are surprised by what they find under the hood. And this customer had painted his own wheels all by himself. Looks good. And the owner of this car came in complaining about a noisy differential. This customer complained about a rattling noise when driving over 30 miles an hour. Customer states, car has started sounding like a hen. Please advise. The mechanic found the issue to be caused by a bad oil pump drive assembly. Customer states, I keep hearing a clunking sound. Customer states, my car clunks really bad. Can you check it out? This Chevy Silverado came in because it kept pulling to the right. This customer had their friend install a sport air filter for them because why not? This customer had changed his rear shocks all by himself using a YouTube tutorial. This customer came in saying that they keep having to pump up their tire. Customer states, car keeps clunking when going over bumps. The customer ended up declining all repairs. And this customer had hit a pretty big curve pretty fast. Customer states, I have no clue what happened here. Please advise. This camshaft came out of a F450 where the owner had towed something a bit too heavy. And this customer came in because they think their engine sounds too much like a truck. This 2010 Saab 9.3 came in with a broken cam bolt after the owner had done an alignment at a different shop. The mechanic also found a few more treats as he had the car on the lift. Customer states, car doesn't want to blow, please advise. This customer came in saying, yeah, I don't think I need new brake pads, but I have a brake noise, so please check and advise. That will be $200, thank you very much. And this car got a little excited after just having had an oil change. This customer had done some electrical work on their car, but had to come in because it wouldn't start. Customer states, my car screams at me whenever I wash the windshield. Yummy. Customer states, my brakes are squeaking hella bad, please advise. Customer states, car wobbles and makes clunking sounds. And this customer had installed a new rackless roof box all by themselves. Customer states, wobbling steering wheel, please advise. Customer states, my wife hit a curb. Customer states, had car in for coolant repair at an auto shop, but my car still leaks coolant. Customer states, car sounds like an old truck, please check and advise. Customer states, steering wheel feels really weird. This Suzuki Grand Vitara came in because the customer said that they had a strange knocking noise from below the car. The mechanic found 2 rusted rear control arms to be the issue. And this customer had just installed a new Bluetooth stereo when this happened. Yummy. And this customer came in saying that his truck feels bumpier than normal. Customer states, hit a hole in the road doing 50 miles an hour. Customer states, I think I have a bad wheel bearing. This Chrysler 300 had some of the best knock-knock jokes the mechanics ever heard. And this Infiniti G35 came in after the owner had installed a lowering kit all by themselves. This customer came in saying, I keep having starting issues no matter how many batteries I switch. Can you check it out? When you're actually right on time for your service appointment. And this car came in with quite the oil leak after the owner had tried to fix it by himself using some silicone. This customer was driving on the highway when their car suddenly stopped. This vehicle came in because the owner heard a pop while driving on the highway. This customer fixed their engine problem all by themselves. This car apparently had one of those new Bluetooth hubs instead of old-fashioned ones. And this customer came in with an exhaust leak after the owner had built and installed their very own exhaust system. Yep, these people are out there driving among us. But don't worry, because the other tire is just like the first one. Looks good. And the owner of this Volkswagen came in saying, whenever I start the car, I get this burnt smell and weird gurgling noises. And this Jeep is definitely more than just a Jeep to the owner. The mechanic said that each time it comes in for its regular service, there's something new to see. And this van came in after the customer had just gotten their wheel bearings replaced at another shop. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching, and until next time.